For this Basecamp adventure, we head north to the beautiful Lake District. Our destination is the large and beauteous lake of Ullswater, famous for the Ullswater Steam Navigation Company, which is still in operation today. We visit the most famous waterfalls in the Lake District and hike into the wettest weather imaginable. Join us on this soggy base camping adventure. For this trip, we're staying at the Quiet Site, which is located at the north end of the lake and at the foot of Little Mell Fell, where I am later joined by a mate of mine and fellow outdoor enthusiast Ian. Check-in is in a building that has clearly been designed to embrace the nature of its settings. And inside there is a shop selling local produce, merchandising gifts and daily essentials. The campsite itself caters for a variety of camping options, starting with the touring pitches, which are on gravel based and are fully serviced. Scattered around the campsite are a selection of wooden pods offering camping and glamping options. Occupying a dominant position are a long line of glamping burrows. This cosy underground accommodation offers outstanding views across the Ullswater Valley, and for this reason Ian booked this unique accommodation for his stay. Finally, there are several static caravans which I assumed were privately owned. From a facilities perspective, there is a Hilton Hotel standard dog wash complete with bath and shower. And for us humans, there is a privately contained shower room with sink, toilet and shower, although there appeared to be only one on the whole campsite. For the hungry and fatigued explorer, there is the Quiet Bite Cafe for a selection of coffees, pizzas and bacon rolls. And finally, the Quiet Bar, with its intoxicating glow from the roaring open fire, complemented with a local ale. When I arrived at my allocated pitch, I decided to practice my reversing techniques as I always do. For this manoeuvre, there are only minor adjustments required to the angle at which the base camp is approaching the pitch, and I therefore put the caravan where I need it on my first attempt. Once I have the caravan safely on the pitch, I use the best gadget in the world to finalise its position and place it securely on the levelling block. I've said it before and I'll say it again. Whoever came up with this idea originally is a genius. The weather forecasted for this trip of strong gusty winds and torrential downpours offers the long-awaited window of opportunity to test the RVA2 awning in full-on winter conditions. I've been keen to understand if this is the awning that I can use all year round. However, I soon discover that I can't. So here we are on our pitch at the Quiet Site in Ullswater in the Lake District. All the usual setup. Fully serviced pitch as always. So dog wash for the external shower, water supply into the aqua as always, and the only difference, I've got my grey drain running into the public grey drain here because the grey drain is too far away for my pipe, so the campsite have let me put the pipe there. That's good. Come around. I've got the RVA2 awning up as always. Just come in. Nothing new to report. Got my carpet down, got my new steps. Obviously got the dog. There she is, and the only difference in here, for those who do follow my channel, is I've got grey throws on the seats, which are covering the normal Swiss white ones we normally have. And that's because Lake District winter, Cocker Spaniel, that's going to be dirty paws, isn't it, dog? Yes, it is. So she's keen for a walk. We're about to go in a couple of minutes. There's the view out the window, and we are going to go and walk up that hill behind the site, 2 miles there and back, as it's now late in the day. We'll just wait for this shower to pass and we'll head on our quick walk, but it looks like the dog's given up waiting and got into standby mode. We soon depart to hike up Little Mell Fell directly from the campsite. This small fell is an outlier of the eastern fells, standing to the north of Ullswater. Being a remarkably short and steep walk, some may argue that there is not a great deal in its favour. However, on a clear day, the views of the lake and to Helvellyn in the south and Benclathra in the west must be rather stunning. However, for us, it's a fast hike down to beat the approaching weather front, where we retreat to the quiet bar for a welcome refreshment. So we're back from our walk and our visit to the quiet bar on site, which was very cosy with the real fire. So it's quite cold tonight, so I've got the Basecamp heating up. I've got it on electric setting 2, and I've also got the hot water on, so I'm getting ready to go have a shower on board. But the pitch that I'm on has got a 10 amp electric hookup. I'm usually on 16 amp electric hookups. I've not had a 10 amp before. So if I have a look at going to the power setting on the Swift command and then have a look at how many amps I'm drawing, I'm drawing 8.5 amps with the heating and the water. So in my mind, it's just worth bearing in mind. So on a 10 amp hookup, if there was any more, I would be drawing too many amps versus the supply. We draw our first evening to a close with a visit to the Quiet Bite for one of their tasty sourdough pizzas, freshly cooked in their wood burning pizza oven and enjoyed in front of the roaring fire at the Quiet Bar. So it's bedtime. Just been cleaning my teeth as usual. I come out and check the status of the dog with my sleeping bag. And now she's moved to level 2, pinching my sleeping bag. Cheek. So the plan for today, we've got a couple of hikes planned today, but as it's going to be quite a wet day today, I've got a 10-mile walk along Ullswater Lake, around the Ullswater Way. So we'll start that later this morning. Ian and Toby are coming over for bacon butties in about an hour, and then we'll head over and get on that route. I am also on picnic duty, so I cobble together the ever faithful and reliable ham and cheese baps for us both. Just cooking breakfast. Got the bacon on, bacon baps, Toby waiting patiently, Diva, and Ian at the back. Feed the brute, that's what I say. Our hike for the day starts on the shores of Ullswater Lake, where we catch a glimpse of the Lady of the Lake. Launched on the 26th of June 1877, this steamer is believed to be the oldest working passenger boat in the UK today. The Ullswater Steamers operates one of the largest heritage boat fleets in the world. Today, Ullswater Steamers celebrate over 160 years of operating cruises on England's most beautiful lake. Ullswater also hosts the most famous waterfall systems in the Lake District, Aira Force. This 18th century pleasure ground allows walkers to weave their way through a network of woodland trails, through a landscape that contrasts the quiet glades with the drama of waterfalls, to where Aira thunders in one 65-foot drop past fern and rock into a pool below. Our route continues along the Ullswater Way, which is a 22-mile long walking route which circumnavigates the lake, connecting shoreline paths, farmland and lakeside villages. However, by the time we reach Glen Ridding, our luck with the weather has expired, and we take the wise decision to retreat to the base camp. So we've just got back from our walk, and what a fantastic hike that was despite the biblical weather. But I got back to find that the RVA2 had completely collapsed. I put it back up now and secured it further, but it had completely collapsed. So some serious weather had come through. So yeah, I've got some bricks down from the campsite to hold it down. All the pegs had pulled out, and in the corners there I can see that the material's ripped along the rail, the piece that goes along the rail, the strip that goes along the rail. So as I suspected with this awning, and I'm actually missing a piece at the top above the door as well, God knows where that is, but as I suspected with this awning, it is not a winter awning. It is a fantastic awning, but it is definitely 3-season, not 4. On closer inspection, the damage, which does look significant, does not look beyond repair. The good news is though, is that I found the missing supporting air beam wedged under the base camp. After an eventful day, a golden ale in the quiet bar was hard earned, where we reflect and debrief on our day on the map of the area leading into the bar. And I slowly fall asleep in front of the TV, ready for an early depart in the morning. We arranged to meet at the Quiet Bite for breakfast before we leave, which I can see clearly from my pitch. After hitching the base camp to the car, all I need to do are my usual final checks and head for home. This was another brilliant base camping adventure. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.